Hello students and welcome back to my channel. I'm Nadia Patel. We are discussing System Development Life Cycle, that is SDLC, under Software Engineering with UML. So we have already gone through the previous phases of SDLC. In today's video lecture, we are going to go through the implementation or installation phase of SDLC. If it is about software, then you can call this phase as the phase of installation. If it is about a real-life system, you need to call it as implementation. Let us first understand what installation phase will be, that is in the case of software. Here you are going to go through the system requirements, which could be the hardware requirements, which could be the software requirements. What is your processor? How much is your RAM? What is your, you can say, computing speed or operating system? Is it Windows? Is it Mac? Is it Linux or Ubuntu? So you will make sure that the machine environment gets ready for the installation of your software, what your software is compatible with, what platform has you built the software. So these would be little facts about the installation, about the software. But speaking about a real life system, the phase of implementation would be the actual phase where the customers are going to use the system. So we are going to gather the things needed to implement the system. Here system is going to become ready, which is it is going to become live, productive, active, and we are going to bring it into action. System here becomes ready, live and productive. Here we are going to prepare all the necessary documents about system so that user can understand how to use that system if it is a software. We are discussing the case study of constructing the house, so you can say that the one who approached you, that is, we have divided the case study in two parts. One where the family itself was going to stay in the house, and the other, the house was going to get converted into hostel. So imagine that the house is built, now the people are going to actually stay. Why is this phase that important that it has got added in the life cycle of system? Honestly, or you can say technically speaking, once you design and develop, once you have tested, once you have also got the acceptance of customer, we are going to just hand over the system to the user or the customer. So the job of developer, technically you can say, or conceptually, stops there. So why is it still added in the system development's life cycle as a phase? Because we all know, even if it is a software or it is a real life system, once we bring any system into use, the actual issues or problems start reflecting only then. So you can say that you tested your software, or you can say when the software was in your premises, you already knew that what compatibility the software requires. Like it could be a support, it could be a driver installed, it could be a 64-bit driver, it could be a 32-bit driver, it can be a disk space issue. So in your environment, you have already, you can say, created an environment which is very, very compatible for your software. But say for example, your customer doesn't have the environment which is inside your company. It has got a system which is having a little lesser RAM, or you can say a processor which is a little older. Definitely your system is going to turn slow. And when we talk about data, so when the system starts working on real life data, which is definitely going to be huge and will have some you can say errors or some anomalies given by or added because of mistake or something like that. So every single problem will start reflecting once the software becomes active. In the case of our case study, which is house, we all know if you are building the house in the summer, you can say, season, or the climatic condition was summers, and immediately after summers in India we have rainy season. So the house was quite, you can say, near about perfect when it was into the summer season. But in the rainy season it started giving the problem of leakages, or maybe power failures were frequent, or maybe, sometimes the walls get smaller cracks, or some problems become active, or they pop up when the system actually becomes live and productive. So it is a very important phase, and again it is important because we are going to perform a little of activity here, which is we are going to give a little training to the end user. In case of software, you are going to again call your customer either in your premises, or you are going to go install the system in the customer's premise, make sure it runs smoothly, and if doesn't, you can give or provide the necessary changes if required. Secondly, you can provide a little training to the customer that this is how you should use the system. Whenever it is required that you use mouse cursors, make sure you make use of mouse cursors. Sometimes for huge, you can say, application forms, tab indexes are set. So every single time using the mouse cursor becomes difficult. So you can make them aware that make use of keyboard and tab keys, or you can say make use of certain key combinations. If you have created key shortcuts of your own, so say for example, I have created a Shift AS as a key shortcut for some operation to be carried out. So you can provide that little trainings. In case of our house, the construction of house is done. Imagine the people are going to stay in the house, and you have came up with house automation, and now you have created a well-controlled kind of an environment for anyone to stay. But still, people who are used to of staying in traditional houses will find some days of difficulty to stay in this new well-automated house. So you can provide that training as well. The last phase of SDLC is system maintenance, which is going to be about periodic maintenance. You're going to continuously check the system's performance. You're going to replace the old hardware in case of software as a system. In case of a real life system, if you think that within a year of using or staying in the house, there are certain problems in the window panels, or maybe some issues regarding the compound wall or something like that, you can replace or make sure that the wear and tear is removed. You can provide the latest update about the system, which is about software. You can provide latest technology to match the standards and security issues. You can definitely eliminate errors from the system arising after installation. And you're going to take care of the developed system. But one question which arises here is, who should perform this task? Like this dedicated phase of system maintenance, which is coming after, you can say, the implementation phase, we are conceptually saying that the system will become live, productive, in use. Customer will start using it in the phase of implementation. And now you're saying that in maintenance, again the developer is supposed to, you can say, provide latest updates and all of that. So answer to this question could be both. The customer who is actually using is equally responsible, but if the customer is not, you can say, aware enough how to use the system, the job of developer doesn't stop here. He has to come up and provide little, you can say, help about how to use the system. So it is going to take a little while, like for example, we just buy a new latest kind of a washing machine which is having smart automation done, and you are familiar of using the old traditional washing machine, so you are going to find a little difficult with the wear and tear or something, and you can call up the maintenance people that yes, we are getting some issues. They can come within the warranty period. Make sure you note this. They'll come and you can say that they solve that problem temporarily, and henceforth you can use the system smoothly. So the answer to this question could be both. So the customer is equally responsible, and if he finds any problem, the developer should come up. So that's it. That was all about system development lifecycle. Make sure while you're studying software engineering, before studying process models, those could be traditional or those could be modern, make sure you go through SDLC. Thank you.